several years into its current generation, the GMC Canyon has held its ground as one of the most refined midsize trucks on the market, and now a significant update is on the way. Buyers in this segment are tired of choosing between style and capability, between a polished cabin and genuine trail performance. Here's the twist. The 2027 Canyon isn't just getting a fresh coat of paint, the engine numbers alone are enough to shake up the entire segment. Exterior updates. The third-generation Canyon launched in 2023 as a full redesign, sharper, larger, and more upscale than anything that came before it. 4 production years in, GMC is timing this mid-cycle update about as well as it could. And if there's one thing GMC knows how to do, it's make a good-looking truck look even better. What's coming is evolutionary rather than radical. The Canyon's proportions and overall silhouette are going to stay intact because why change what's already working? What's arriving instead are sharper details at both ends. The front end is getting a more assertive look with revised lighting signatures, a reworked grille, and a bumper design that pushes the Canyon's aggressive stance a little further. At the rear, expect cleaner taillights, a revised lower bumper, and small but meaningful changes that pull the whole design together. At least one new exterior color is joining the lineup as well. For buyers who already found this generation attractive, the 2027 Canyon is going to be an even harder truck to walk past on the lot. That updated look is going to turn heads in the segment, but a sharper exterior with the same engine as before would be a missed opportunity, and GMC isn't making that mistake. Powertrain upgrade. The current Canyon already punches harder than most of its competition. The Turbomax 2.7-liter turbocharged inline-4 is rated at 310 horsepower and 430 pound-feet of torque, numbers that outpace the V6 units found in rivals like the Honda Ridgeline and the Jeep Gladiator. But GMC isn't stopping there. Think about what it feels like to merge onto the highway with a loaded bed, or to pass a slow-moving vehicle on a 2-lane road with a trailer behind you. In those situations, the difference between 310 and 350 horsepower isn't just a number. It's the difference between hesitation and confidence. The updated Turbomax is going to push output all the way up to 350 horsepower and 440 pound-feet of torque, nearly 130 horsepower per liter from a 4-cylinder engine. The 8-speed automatic transmission is carrying on as the sole gearbox option, and with the added torque on tap, towing performance is going to improve across the range, currently sitting at a class-competitive 7,700 pounds for the Elevation AT4 and Denali trims. Rear-wheel drive remains standard on the base Elevation, while 4-wheel drive stays standard on the AT4 and Denali. Now, 350 horsepower is a serious number, but raw performance means very little if the place you spend your time feels like an afterthought, which is exactly why the interior changes coming to the 2027 Canyon matter just as much as what's under the hood. Interior changes and updates. Interior quality has long been one of the Canyon's most important advantages over its competition. While other midsize trucks prioritize function over finish, the Canyon has always leaned upscale, and the 2027 model is taking that further. A lot of people spend a significant portion of their day inside their truck, not just driving it, but living in it, between job sites, on long hauls, during early starts and late finishes. When the materials feel cheap and the cabin feels like an afterthought, that time adds up in all the wrong ways. That's where the Canyon has always separated itself. Updated materials are on the way, alongside new color schemes and trim combinations that make an already strong cabin feel even more premium. The digital instrument cluster, logically laid out center console, and side-by-side shifter and drive mode selector are all carrying over. What's changing is the quality of everything around them. The rear seats remain functional, though not particularly generous in legroom, a known limitation of the crew cab short bed configuration across the segment. But for buyers prioritizing the front row experience and bed utility, the 2027 Canyon's cabin is going to be genuinely difficult to beat at this price point. The Denali is also getting new contrast stitching options and updated trim finishes, pushing the top-of-the-line variant further into premium territory. A luxurious cabin with outdated technology is the kind of contradiction that turns buyers away fast, so here's what GMC is doing to make sure the 2027 Canyon doesn't fall into that trap. Tech features. Every trim in the 2027 Canyon lineup is going to come standard with an 11.3-inch infotainment touchscreen, wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, and Wi-Fi hotspot capability, a baseline that places the Canyon ahead of several rivals still charging extra for wireless phone integration. Anyone who has tried to back a trailer into a tight spot knows how quickly that task can turn into a frustrating ordeal. Lining up a hitch by feel with nothing but mirrors rarely goes perfectly on the first try. GMC's Hitch View and Hitch Guidance system takes that frustration out of the equation entirely, using camera data to walk the driver through alignment with precision. That system is going to be standard across the entire 2027 Canyon range, not an option, not a package upgrade, standard on every trim. The 360-degree camera is standard on Denali and AT4X and available on lower grades. Wireless charging is standard on Denali and AT4X and available on the AT4. Upper trims also bring a 7-speaker Bose audio system and an available head-up display. Safety is covered through GMC's Pro Safety Package, standard on every Canyon. Forward collision warning, automated emergency braking, lane departure warning, and lane keeping assist are all included from the base level up, with adaptive cruise control available on higher trims. The Canyon's 5-star NHTSA overall rating reflects how seriously GMC has approached structural safety throughout this generation. The tech package is genuinely impressive, but none of it matters much if you've pushed the front axle into terrain it can't handle with no way back out, which is exactly why the 2027 Canyon's off-road story deserves just as much attention. Off-road performance. Standard Canyon models handle light off-road use comfortably with 4-wheel drive trims offering a 2-speed transfer case and 4 selectable drive modes: off-road, terrain, tow/haul, and normal. The AT4 is continuing with its 2-inch factory suspension lift, adding clearance without requiring aftermarket modifications. Where things get serious is the AT4X. There's a specific kind of confidence that comes from knowing your truck can handle whatever the terrain throws at it, not just smooth dirt roads, but the kind of rocky, uneven ground where traction is never guaranteed. That's the environment the AT4X is built for. This trim is equipped with driver-selectable electronic locking front and rear differentials, an exclusive Baja drive mode, and for the 2027 model year, a factory lift kit with Multimatic Jounce Control dampers. That suspension setup manages high-speed off-road impacts more effectively, with controlled articulation and no sacrifice to on-road ride quality. Combined with the upgraded Turbomax engine, the 2027 Canyon AT4X is going to be among the most capable mid-size trucks in the segment. Towing on the AT4X is rated at 6,000 pounds, lower than other trims, but in this configuration, off-road performance is the clear priority. The AT4X is shaping up to be one of the strongest off-road packages in the class, but capability without accessibility is just a spec sheet, so the question now is how much all of this is actually going to cost. Release date and price. The 2027 GMC Canyon is going to continue rolling off the line at GM's Wentzville plant in Missouri, the same U.S. facility producing this generation since launch. The truck is expected to arrive later this year, keeping it on a schedule consistent with prior model years. Current pricing starts at $41,000 for the base elevation, with the Denali reaching up to $68,000 fully equipped. A mid-cycle refresh and a meaningful powertrain upgrade would typically justify a more aggressive price increase, but GMC is expected to keep the jump modest. Buyers shouldn't be looking at any significant spike, and the value proposition that made this generation competitive is going to carry forward. For those eyeing the AT4 as the sweet spot of the lineup, the 2027 version is going to deliver a better truck for roughly the same money. The 2027 GMC Canyon is coming in with a lot to offer, and when you add it all up, the picture is pretty clear. The mid-cycle refresh is sharpening an exterior that was already one of the better-looking trucks in the segment. The Turbomax engine is jumping from 310 to 350 horsepower, with torque climbing to 440 pound-feet, a meaningful upgrade that is going to be felt every time this truck is asked to work. The cabin is getting more refined materials and updated color schemes, building on an interior that already sat well above most of the competition. The tech package is comprehensive, with standard wireless connectivity, hitch guidance across every trim, and a 5-star NHTSA safety rating to back it all up. And for buyers who need more than pavement capability, the AT4X is arriving with factory lift hardware and locking differentials that make a strong case against every serious off-road rival in the class. All of that with a price increase expected to stay modest. That's a hard combination to argue with. Now, rivals are shaping up for the next year as well, including the 2027 Nissan Frontier you can check out in our next video. From the all-new plug-in hybrid to further off-road enhancements, the Frontier is preparing for its best version we've seen so far.